Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is May 23rd, and right now we are looking at the visible satellite imagery. And we're going to start from yesterday and take a look. Did we get any buildups? We did not across the Sierra Nevada. Just a few cumulus clouds. You can see the marine layer bouncing back and forth as we went through into the evening and nighttime hours. And then the sun rises today, and you can see still that marine layer pretty persistent into Los Angeles and San Diego metro areas here and up the central coastline a bit as well. And I'll go ahead and stop this right there so you guys can see it. And a lot of sunshine elsewhere, even including some of the Bay Area here in Northern California, some high and mid-level clouds. We are going to have a weak system kind of sliding across the Intermountain West. It may kick off some thunderstorms as we go through the day today, tomorrow, and Saturday. We'll take a look at that in some detail as well. Some gusty winds out there also. We'll take a look at the extended forecast and the drought monitor here in a moment also. So here's May 23rd. You can see we did get some thunderstorms over the mountains of San Diego County, and they drifted over the desert. So there was some flash flooding over Highway 78. That was in 2014. So you can see we can get some pretty interesting weather this time of year still. 2001, look at that, 116 in Palm Springs. And it actually looks like, what was this? Tide currents estimated at 20 to 25 knots, or back in 1960 when an 8.5 magnitude earthquake hit Chile. And then, of course, you get that Pacific Ocean disturbance moving up across some of North America. And 1932, strong winds and humidity hit San Diego County. 12 serious brush fires resulted, blackening nearly 2,000 acres in San Diego County. So if we take a look at what's what's coming the next few days, you can see strong wind gusts. Hanford National Weather Service mentioning it, gusts to 55 across some of the Mojave here, possible in Kern County. Watch out for the high profile vehicles. And this goes this afternoon on in through early Sunday morning here. So if we take a look at some of these wind speeds here, you notice how they pick up in the afternoon hours. As we go through the afternoon hours, you can really see the strong northwest winds down the coastline. Watch out along the immediate coast and some of the headlands there. And then it really picks up across some of the peninsular transverse ranges and some of the southern Sierra Nevada, especially here with those gusty winds, and out across some of the desert areas, as you can see, as we move on in through Thursday evening, And then as we go in through Friday, you'll notice the winds pick up again as we go through the afternoon hours, a bit stronger here tomorrow. Also some gusty winds along the Sierra Nevada, some of the coastal ranges here, some of these west and northwest winds ripping down the region. And as we go on in through Saturday, with a little bit of a wane as we go through the morning hours, but then we start to pick them up again as we go through the afternoon. And you can kind of see the wind coming across northern Nevada here with that system coming across the region. So taking a look at some areas here, Phoenix, southwest Arizona, you can see by Monday maybe getting up towards 100 degrees. Southeast California, look at that, 101 by Monday as well. And if we take a look at thunderstorm potential, the SPC is not mentioning us here across the Sierra Nevada, but we do have that potential. So we'll see if we can get a few thunderstorms out of this activity across the Sierra Nevada. And I'll show you more on that here in a moment. This is day 2. Again, they did not include California in that thunderstorm threat, or day 3, but you can see it does clip northeast Nevada and portions of Utah. So if we look at fire danger here, it's elevated across portions like Flagstaff, northern Arizona, and critical across some portions of New Mexico. If we look at day 2, you can see elevated across some portions of Arizona, including Tucson. So if we look at composite reflectivity as we go through the day today, you can see it does pop off a few showers there. Some of the northern Sierra Nevada near Lake Tahoe. Maybe you cannot rule out a thunderstorm or a few lightning strikes with that activity here. We'll check back on that tomorrow, or you can watch along and play along on the GOES 18 satellite imagery as you go through the day today. Or you can go out there and, do the old-fashioned way and use your actual own eyes. But taking a look at Friday afternoon, you can see, again, the potential for thunderstorm activity here, and including northeast California here. This could pop off a few lightning strikes, as you can see, as well as portions of central Nevada on in through Utah. And then we scroll on in through Saturday, and let's see if we have anything showing up. We don't show anything for Saturday afternoon, so we'll watch that coming up. But we do have a bit of a chance for today and tomorrow afternoon and evening. And the Central Pacific Hurricane Center is not calling for any kind of tropical cyclone activity here within the next 48 hours. We'll continue to monitor this as we go on into the season. Total precipitation in inches. The National Plan of Models as we go through this afternoon shows that activity here as well, and then it shows it as we go through Friday afternoon. You can see the additional rounds of precipitation, including some in Northern California here. And you can't rule out a lightning strike with some of this activity again for some of the Cascades of California and up into Oregon there, also central Nevada on in through Utah, and then we kind of dry out for a bit after that. But take that with a grain of salt. Things can change, and I'll show you what I mean here starting now. So we've got the Pacific Ocean here. You can see the Hawaiian Islands to the bottom left. Here's California. You got the European versus itself. This is last night's run versus yesterday morning's run. And I want to show you what we deal with as weather forecasters here sometimes. So we got pretty good model agreement in the short term, even though this system came in a little bit weaker here as we're going on in through Saturday. But you can see this trough tries to set up here over the Gulf of Alaska, and this big ridge sets up over the Intermountain West. But you see how this ridge is not nearly as strong as what it was showing yesterday. And you can kind of see the troughing driving down all the way across some of the southwest here. The trough is here. Height's still above normal there, but you can see this is a pretty big shift from what we were showing yesterday, as this strong ridge was showing up across a lot of the Rocky Mountains here. Now this trough coming in much stronger here, which could equal some severe weather out in the plains also, but it will have some differences on temperatures here across a lot of the southwest USA also. Makes a big difference on just how hot we can get. And then as we go off into the end of May, we try to build another ridge here. We'll see how that goes, but and you can see there was pretty good agreement with yesterday on that. But you can see that was a pretty big difference there in the strength and position of this ridge just in an 18-hour time period. Now, if you take a look at the 6 to 10 day, you can see the above average signal here. We'll see if they back off on that a little bit, because the ridge, again, not showing up quite as strong in recent runs. Here's a 6 to 10 day precipitation with a below average signal here across a lot of the west of the USA. And this is an average departure temperature from average here as we go through April 23rd through May 22nd. You can see that we have been above average for much of the state, but some coastal areas, including Southern California, Los Angeles, San Diego Metro, have been below average for the last 30 days or so. And this is precipitation, percent of average precipitation to be exact. And we're not getting that much precipitation this time of year. So these numbers can be really easily skewed here by, not showing up much precipitation, but it's not like we get a lot this time of year. But, it's a little bit still concerning. We could start to dry out here across the region. You guys know how it goes. Even in some of the wet years here, it doesn't take long when you take away the precipitation to dry things out and set it up for some fire danger. And this is the drought monitor just issued today here. You can see California, a little bit of abnormal dry showing up here for southeast, but the entire state is drought free here. Actually, the entire state of Oregon is now as well, and Nevada, Arizona doing much better. Still some places across New Mexico that are dealing with some extreme drought. It looks like almost all of Utah as well is relatively drought free, and much of Colorado. So we have improved quite a bit here across the west from previous years. And yeah, so anyway, we'll do this all again tomorrow. We'll continue to watch things here, but watch out, eyes on the sky here across the Sierra Nevada today and tomorrow here. We'll revisit that all again tomorrow. We'll watch to see what kind of troughs or ridges may be setting up here across the western USA as we go towards the end of the May month here as well. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. Help the channel out there. Appreciate all you guys and all my members here that support the channel. You guys make this all possible, and we will do this again tomorrow.